Awesome. James, excellent job today. I can see you have a foundation of music already done. What I'm looking for are things that you kind of are doing, not right or wrong, just the amalgamation where it's going. You don't seem to have any issues with your thumb placement. It's not over the top. It's not up to the side. It's kind of right in the middle. Perfect. The amount of tension we need to hold the uke is about the amount of tension you would have when you hold it and it starts slipping. That's about it. You don't need to put too much into it. In fact, when I'm playing, I really don't even play with the finger on there unless I'm moving. It's more like a place setter. It makes you feel kind of comfortable about what you've already done. Other than that, I would definitely say go through your C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C. There's a very specific reason why I do those fingerings for the beginning chords. Watch what I do here. If I played C major to a D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and then C. I omit my first finger. This will help down the road, but it doesn't have to be the first thing that you learn. What I would recommend doing is associating C with C major, D with D minor, the E or open E, hold on. It's another great way to fine tune. Perfect. Your E with your E minor, your F with your F major. We're going to show a couple inversions too. Your G with your G major, your A, open A or down low A with your A minor, and then your B diminished or your G7. There are multitudes of ways to play a G7 or B diminished. My goal is to get you to know what your inversions are, your 1, 3, 5, and then being able to put the lowest note at a different place in that inversion, thusly changing the way it hears. Here's a C7. If we played a C7 by barring and put in our C major, like this, or this, we would then see removing this reveals the B flat, giving us C dominant 7. When you find this chord all over the fretboard, you find yourselves being able to have a little bit more ease. Being able to solo or playing is a result of playing scales and then playing your scales in different patterns. When you do this, you start hearing different intervals. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 3. When we do this, we internalize it. So try and hum over the top of it as well. But the two most important things I can tell you besides just C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C, which could all be found on this YouTube channel, is that playing spider exercises, putting one finger after another, strengthens our fingers. When we move one finger, it allows us to play this without muting it with the back fat of those fingers, so we make them pointier. The way we do that is by getting the elbow out of our belly or our crotch, sitting up straight, and making sure the thumb's right in the middle. Thusly, spider exercises just create movement. When you play the G string, pluck it with your first finger. When you play the C string, put your thumb on the G, move it over, and play. This gives you the feeling of where your hand should be when we're doing something called fingerstyle. Notice how we can do melodies by keeping a distance and then relaying different types of plucking techniques. We'll get to that along with strumming, but seriously, those spider exercises are where it's at. When you get up to the top, go back to the beginning. Don't have to take these too serious. Maybe try them 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up. We're not going for speed, but textually feeling the notes. And then 9, 10, 11, and 12, onto which the whole thing repeats itself. The other thing we're going to do, and I'm going to leave you on here today, if we had a G major or an F major or a C major, those are three chords from the same key. They have family chords, which we'll talk about that involves the circle of fifths, and showing you how different distances, like 1 to 2, is a major second. Well, it's a combination of 2 minor seconds which make the major. Add another minor second, you get a minor third. Add another one, you get a major third. Perfect fourth, augmented fourth, perfect fifth, augmented fifth, major 6, augmented 6, major 7, and then we have our octave again. You can call those by flat names, like a flat 5 rather than an augmented 4. But again, we're going to get to that with all the naming of these things. Tonic, subtonic, dominant. It's just a lot to know. So we spread this out over a really cool syllabus, and I've taken into account the things that you wanted to learn, and it's all part of the syllabus. The only thing I don't discuss in the first is the blues, which is what I'd like you to leave you on after we do the teeter totters. Remember, spider exercises, up and down the fretboard. Teeter totters, you're going to play a stroke, and then rest for the remainder of those 4, or 3 beats, rest beats. G, place a finger, place a finger, place a finger, strum. Place a finger, place a finger, place a finger, strum. If I did it on the key of F major, we would have F major. Place a finger, strum. Doesn't matter where you put that on what beat, but you want to do it as quick as possible. It would be futile to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then switch it at the last second. So you want to do it as soon as you get done. This does a couple things. Helps with perfect rhythm on your strumming hand, and it helps you just to navigate playing the same chord with different fingerings, so you can move that up and play that chord anywhere. Makes your hand super strong. And then lastly, whenever you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, that gives you your minor 6. It works almost in every key this way, so go with that until we learn the circle of fifths. When we have C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C for C major, D for D minor, E for E minor, F for F major, G for G major, and then A. When we play a C and put the A in there, we get the blues. What's the next one? How about D? Well, when we D to B, we could have an E major to a C sharp, F major to a D, G major and an E, A major and an F sharp, B would be the same as that. So what we're seeing is just the addition of that relative minor note along with what your triad was changes your chord. But this is invaluable to know because F major is D minor, G major is E minor, C major is A minor. And the only note inside C major which feels funky is called a G7 or a B diminished, which is the 5 as a dominant. So there really isn't anything new inside of music that you already know. I'm looking forward to experiencing music through the eyes of a new player and show you the awesomeness like major, minor, what else can we do? How about just the diminished? We would take our 1, flat 3, and then flat 5. Yeah? We could also have like, how about G major? G major, G augmented. G major could go to a G minor or G diminished. And between these 4 states of being, these are all chords in every song. Now we just put them together with progressions, figure out how to find a cadence, know what the tempo or time is, and then start reading key signatures, maybe in a book. But if you want to write your own music, I think that would be a much better resource and use of our time, because you would get not a bang for your buck. Why play somebody else's music when you can do that on your own time for analyzation, and you and I could write music. Anyway, I really enjoyed meeting you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Be awesome. Aloha.